This is another wonderful part of the. I'm gonna waste my time and watch old freaking E3 conferences. Nintendo will obviously not be the only one, but hey. At this point, we are at the Nintendo E3 2008 press conference, and like I did in the freaking 2007 press conference thing, I'm gonna try to predict things that they should show, but probably don't, like I did in the video before. So it's 2008. In 2008, we had some pretty good games coming out from Nintendo. Like, let's be honest here, we really had good games coming out. We had, like, I mean, depending what you think is good. But we had, first of all, well, I mean, it's. Did we? I'm trying to figure out right now. What is coming out in 2008? Mario Kart Wii was out at that point already. Super Smash Bros. Was out at that point already. What are they gonna show on this conference? I'm really trying to figure it out now. Maybe that Wario game. Wario Smash It, Shake It. No, Shake It. They bring out. I have no freaking idea right now. They're probably gonna announce the next Zelda game, Spirit Tracks. But yeah, in the end, we're probably gonna end up with some more casual shit. But yeah, let's just fucking do it. I think this conference is only 1 hour long, not like 1 hour 15 like the one that we just saw. But I'm gonna say it already, like if you thought that fucking Wii Fit was terrible already, wait for one of the most cringe-worthy parts of any freaking press conference. Press conferences like system overlooking. Like we had like cringeworthy shit already, like you know the Kinect press conference from Microsoft. Oh my god, I want to watch this one too. The Kinect one is so good. I mean, so good that it's bad. And stuff like that. But yeah, the end of this press conference, if this is the one, it has to be the one, is like one of the worst things ever made. But yeah, will Nintendo have a better press conference a year after the Nintendo E3 2017? This Nintendo E3 2008 press conference damage report is brought to you by yours truly, Nelson Mandela. Thank you very much, Adolfino. But yeah, let's start the stuff. Whew. As you can see, the people are once again in the spotlight because Nintendo connects. Nintendo makes people happy. All of them are looking beautiful. No one of them is fat. No one has acne. All of them are friends. This is real life, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make that clear. This is real life. Beautiful people. Happy people. This is what life is, ladies and gentlemen. White teeth. Look at these bleached teeth. Black people being happy, Asian people being happy, weird people being happy. Oh, look at this. Okay, that was me, but yeah. By the way, oh, look at this. This is from an IGN feed. A big thank you goes to one of the most beautiful sites of all time, IGN. One of their sister sites called IGN Spain was claiming that Outlast 2 is one of the best horror games ever created. I hope they're gonna fucking burn in the fire or something like that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nintendo's E3 2008 press conference, hosted by a fucking bitch if I remember correctly. Like she was the worst host of any press conference. Okay, can you stop that goddamn video? Like seriously. Okay, how long is this crap going? We only have an hour here, okay? We promise to keep the world smiling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Nintendo
Oh
America,
no.
Cammie Dunaway.
Oh boy. I hope you guys are ready.
Well, as you can see, my name is not Reggie. But these days, I do have a lot in common with my boss. We're both having
I think I need to make it a little bit louder.
I mean, how can you not be happy when your job every day is to get up and think about video games?
Oh
In
man.
fact, just like the people you saw in the opening
And then
video,
people are saying the
I
black
can't
chick from
stop
Ubisoft
smiling.
is annoying.
Now, of course, as a mom, it helps to be at a company like Nintendo. As my son Davis said in my Mother's Day card this year, Mom, I love you more than anything. And not just because you bring me all the video games.
I mean, it's because he
I'll
doesn't have
forgotten
a
not to put a
girlfriend
smile
yet,
on
you
my
fucking
face.
bitch.
I can also testify that playing video
There's something
games
wrong with the audio,
is
by the way.
probably a safer way to impress your kids than some other things I've tried. Now, for example,
What was
here
Nintendo
I
thinking
am
about
in
hiring
Whistler
her?
this winter.
Didn't she
trying
get
out snowboarding.
fired 2 years later or
And
something
I
like
thought
that?
that made me a really cool mom.
I'm not sure anymore. I think she
At
got
least
released
until the
in
last run of the
2010.
day, when through some absolutely freak occurrence, certainly nothing to do with my lack of coordination. the
I mean, I would
fate
probably
pushed
fuck her, but
me
I would
right off
fuck
my
everything
board,
that is...
And I landed.
Oh,
with
they're
full
gonna
body
start with
weight
Shaun
right
White
on my left wrist.
snowboarding.
Short story.
That uses the Wii Fit
Ground
board.
one, my wrist lost. And I can tell you, it is one long ride down the mountain when you're being pulled by the ski patrol.
What is she talking
What I
about?
discovered that day is that snowboarding is really a lot harder than it looks.
Why the fuck is she always making
But
these
the fact
faces?
is, I don't like a smile taken off my face.
If my mom would talk with
anything.
me like that, I would fucking
and
run
I
away.
also really don't like giving up. So, I decided that as a snowboarder, all I really
By the way, I
needed
think she appeared in the
was a little
2009
help
press
from a
conference
friend.
too, so
A
Nintendo
really
used her again a year
talented
later.
Friend. And I'm smiling again today because I think I've found the perfect answer.
Shaun White! Yes! What are you doing? You need to show the game, guys. The game is not working properly, is it? I mean, look at this, it's a hardcore game. And Shaun White cannot play the game properly. Oh wait, it's Cleft. Cleft is here. Cleft, I was just mentioning the chick from Ubisoft. You wanted to fuck her bad, wasn't it? Sorry. I mean, she is kinda hot. How is she called? Alicia Fox? No. This was the worst presentation of...
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the gold medalist in the men's halfpipe at the 2006 Torino Olympics, Mr. Shaun White.
Shaun White!
How are you?
Oh, Shaun, it looked like you were having a blast.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm
about
having
that
fun.
fall.
I know,
huh?
I know. I was warming up.
Oh, okay. Now, I understand from the guys at Ubi that they developed this game from the ground up to really take advantage of the new balance board from Wii.
Well,
How'd it
yeah,
feel?
I mean, you know, once we put the board involved, it just enhances the gameplay. I mean, for me, it's so unbelievable because when I'm actually on my snowboard, I lean forward to go fast.
Is he full of drugs?
Just like on the game, you go fast when you tuck and all your spins, and it's really cool.
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
Now, what other kind of input did you give the team to really capture snowboarding?
I mean, a lot of the stuff for me was just kind of describing what it's like.
He
When I'm
practically
up
did
in the air,
nothing.
I see a totally different view than everybody else gets to see. So I had that input and just, I don't know, just overall how the mountain should look, and it was fun.
Well, I've also been told that pretty much anybody can just jump on the board and
Yeah,
go. I don't know if you heard my opening, but
I heard.
I'd love to give it a try.
I could bring it on. All
All
right.
right.
Oh no.
I mean, how many times in my life am I going to be able to get pointers
Oh, you're
from
right.
Shaun White?
I'll give you some tips.
Okay, let's see. Let's get my board going here.
Calibrate.
Okay, yep.
I think this round.
What event should we try, do you think?
Let's do the half pipe.
Oh, man, that's your
Okay.
event, right? I've never done this.
Oh, you are me right now.
Okay. Oh, I'm you. Okay, I'll try to do so.
All right. There you go. That's a method.
Yeah, look at this.
So, I mean, just the view
I mean,
from the
look
camera.
what she's
It's so
doing.
cool.
She's doing absolutely nothing, and
make
she
me look
pulls
good
off
now.
tricks.
All right.
Yes!
Good job for whatever you're doing.
Woo!
But yeah, that's great.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, man, Shaun! You're supposed to be helping.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
This is the worst shit of all time. Oh god.
Aim down the wall. There you go. See, the more you go down the wall, the faster you go and the bigger you go out. It's just like for me in real life.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was tasty.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah. Nice run. That's all right. Done.
This is
Right.
this is
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And then people are bitching about 2 days conferences.
Right, I didn't hurt my wrist.
By the way, I'm
Thank you so much. It was great fun.
I'm still saying this. Nintendo didn't have a good fucking E3 conference since 2004 or something like that.
I appreciate you being here.
See you guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shaun White snowboarding in stores 9 years
Now,
ago.
all of you can have as much fun as I just had.
What
making
is
your own
wrong
runs
with her?
then when this game arrives exclusively for Wii by year end. Now, if everyone would please welcome me in joining Nintendo's global president, Mr. Satoru Iwata.
Thank you, Cami and Shaun. And good morning.
Morning. The audio is a little bit weird on this
I
video.
think everyone recognizes that a big change, actually a true paradigm shift, has taken place.
You
in
talked
the
about
global
a
game
paradigm
market.
shift a year ago already.
5 years ago,
Not against sales figures,
in May
please.
2003, I addressed E3 for the first time as a president of Nintendo. I still vividly recall that day
That was a good conference.
because I knew almost everyone attending held a pessimistic view about Nintendo's future.
That was the DS reveal.
That period was not enjoyable, but I knew that
He
people
pretty
were
much
just
said everyone
using
hated the
what
GameCube.
seemed to be a common sense view.
Am I the
of
only one that
video
liked the
game market.
GameCube, by the way?
I must admit that even Nintendo employees could not have imagined that 5 years later, the market would have responded so quickly that we could be selling millions of.
Yeah, and 5 years later you brought out a Wii U and no one cared.
When a true paradigm shift occurs, common sense doesn't seem to make as much sense anymore. And I believe that's what happened in video games. Today, I'd like to spend a few minutes
No.
to discuss what has really changed in this new paradigm.
No!
First, we are now selling games which can sell steadily for a long period of time. In the past, it seemed impossible to expect any software to sell for 2 years or 3 years. But
What are you
titles
talking
like
about?
Nintendogs and Brain Age are doing
Your
just
fucking
that.
games always sold for longer periods of
Also,
times.
New Super Mario Brothers and Mario Kart DS. To use a Western
That's the
term,
reason you never lowered the prices on your games.
these products
Nintendo is one of the
seem to
companies
be
that even a
ever
Mario, if it was 5 years out already,
This,
was still
I
the
think,
same
is
price.
a really big change.
Because they sold even 5 years
Second.
later for the same price.
I believe it is no longer common sense
This is
that
2008.
players only seek new titles with more gorgeous looking graphics and more sophisticated content. Of course, I myself am aware that great numbers of game players around the world do demand increasingly gorgeous games. And we at Nintendo continue to challenge ourselves to meet these needs. Today, I want to let you know that our internal team, which creates Mario games, and the one that make Zelda games, are both hard at work. They will bring new titles to Wii.
Oh, really?
On the other hand, it is also true that games with new concepts like Wii Sports and Wii Fit have received support from many customers for entirely different reasons. Small teams with small budgets can capture a worldwide audience.
That was their whole
If
plug,
they
and it was
have
really
good
important. that you didn't need to have
And
big
this is
budgets
both
to actually
the
make games
challenge
for the Wii.
and the
Because again, the
opportunity
jump
of
from
Wii.
fucking SD to HD was a fucking hard
Third.
thing for a lot of fucking developers to do.
Certainly,
And that
the
is true.
user base
That was
has
one of the
expanded.
good things that
Take a
Nintendo
look
did.
at
Hey,
this
by the
one.
way, we don't have
Or
HD graphics, and
what
that's the
about
reason you
this
don't
one?
have to fucking spend $50 million to make a game on
Before,
our console.
Our common sense view of the video game market was too limited. Now we have learned that intuitive interface can help attract those who never
I need to make a
considered
disclaimer
video
again.
games
I love Nintendo games, okay? This is not me
and
bashing
audience
Nintendo.
expansion brings a related effect.
I would take a
It has
Mario
changed the
or
seasonal
a
nature
Metroid
of
over
video game hardware sales.
over any Uncharted, over any
Game
Killzone,
systems
over
used to be
any...
purchased more
I don't
often
know.
as a gift item during
So
the
it's not
holidays.
me being just like, oh, Mikey, just don't like
Today,
this.
game
No.
hardware systems are more likely purchased by people for themselves at any time of the year. Recently in Europe, consumers are buying more than 200,000 Nintendo DS units a week as if
Oh,
every week
boy.
holiday week. Here in America, players have bought an average of 700,000 Wii systems over the last 3 months, a level typically not seen outside of November and December. Finally, in a very unexpected way, we are seeing a new form of social interaction developing. Last year, I said that we would like to destroy the psychological barriers that exist between gamers and non-gamers. Wii Sports and Wii Play
What is
showed
this
this
black
was
dude? Is he
possible,
fapping?
but
Can we
alone,
see this
they
again?
were not
Like seriously, this is a picture, or this looks like as if, when I'm fapping.
that exist between gamers and non-gamers.
Okay, I'm
Wii
sorry.
Sports and Wii Play showed this was possible, but alone they were not enough to prove general trend. Mario Kart Wii and Wii Fit created
I'm gonna say it
more
again.
of these
They
canvases.
did a good job in expanding
But maybe
the player
the
base.
strongest
The
evidence
problem
comes
is that they
with
took a
Guitar Hero
complete
3.
shit on the existing player base. And this,
While
in the
it
long
is
run,
available on
destroyed
many
more of
platforms,
Nintendo's reputation
version
than
is
anything
outselling
else.
all others.
Because for 3 years, when it comes to E3
Nintendo,
conferences, they completely
we believe
ignored the existing
there is
player
progress
base.
being
They only
made
gave a fuck
in
about the
destroying
casuals.
the
And when they
psychological
actually did
barrier.
some hardcore shit or some core games in
But now,
2010,
with a new paradigm.
no one cared anymore.
What can we expect next?
And that's why I think
Even
the
if
Switch
it
will
is
not be as
revolutionary, sooner or
as
later, people will become tired
as
of a new
successful
form of entertainment.
as many people claim it will.
This happens
Because-
faster when others try to
I mean, it doesn't
reproduce
even have
the
games.
initial change. Then, what seemed fresh inevitably will be lost. For all of us in the video game industry, there is danger.
By the way, we
in
saw a
standing
quarter
still.
of this conference already.
Common sense is not enough, but there are answers. Personally, I
Oh
believe
boy.
we must find more ways for players to feel engaged, different ways for them to be enriched, even with interactions we would not call games. And most of all, the overall experience from our products must be increased enthusiasm. Unfortunately, all this is much easier to say than do.
Can you maybe show games?
So, let me conclude by
You
saying
say that you have like the most
we at
games, you have like
Nintendo
500 games in the
always
pipeline,
challenge
you're not showing
ourselves
them.
to be pioneer in forming new paradigms. We seek fresh surprises, and I hope you will enjoy the ones
Yes, the Switch will do better than the
we
Wii
have
U.
for you today. The first one fits with a larger social trend we all see, with consumers acting as creators and then sharing their work. Certainly, we are not the only ones to think along these lines. But we believe Nintendo can add something different, engage players.
Oh boy.
So,
Like, I don't want to shit on Mr.
thank you
Iwata
for your
here, but
attention this
Jesus
morning.
freaking Christ.
And please take a moment to consider how Mr. Katsuya Eguchi is bringing creativity and community together in a key holiday release. Thank you.
A key holiday release?
I became a game designer because ever since I was a child, I loved playing video games.
Well, guys.
As far as how I came up with the
By the way,
idea
I
of
never
Animal
understood
Crossing,
Animal Crossing. I don't know why people are so crazy about it, but I guess there's a reason for it. But yeah, Animal Crossing is like a serious
a software where players could feel like they
that
are
I'm
playing
completely
together,
immune to.
even if they are playing at different
I would even
times.
go so far and say, for me personally, Animal Crossing is like a sleeping pill. But hey, I guess that was their biggest plug
The
2008.
town is where you live and do the things you like. There are no required goals, and the players are free to do things their own way.
Maybe I need to play
I
an
think
Animal
the players
Crossing.
really feel like the world is happening in real
I mean,
time.
it's like Harvest Moon, only that you can do more than
Even when
just
you are not playing the
harvest figs.
The animals in the world of Animal Crossing get up in the morning and then go to bed at night.
Rune
You
Factory.
could really
I
feel
actually
like
own
you
a
are
Rune
visiting
Factory
a
game, but I never played
realistic
it.
world with a
Mr.
24-hour clock
Baurus.
year-round.
Isn't the whole story of Animal Crossing that
The
you
city
go to that
is a
city
brand new
and
place
there's
to
like that
explore
one
in the
dude that
Wii
you
version of
owe
Animal
some
Crossing.
money and you have to do
There
odd jobs
is an
all the
auction
time?
site where you can see
I'm
items
not
that
sure.
are for sale. Of course, you can also put up your own items for sale. There is a Happy Room Academy where you can
But
find
yeah,
out what
Animal Crossing,
other
ladies and
players
gentlemen,
are
seems to
doing.
be the key franchise for this today's conference. It's not like that you could show Wario
You can
Land
visit
Shake It
the
or something
famous
like
fashion
that.
designer, Basie, at her store.
It's kinda crazy that I don't really know any games that were really key games for
You
Nintendo
can
in
also
2008.
go to
I mean, we had
Harriet's
Mario
Beauty
Kart 8 and
Salon,
Super Smash Bros.
where you
Brawl,
can change
but they
your
were out at this
hairstyle,
point already.
or even choose to put on a
Again, we had
mask and
Mario-
look like your me.
We had like WiiWare with Mega Man 9.
Of course, the key to Animal Crossing is communication.
Maybe they're gonna show
and
Mega
there
Man
are some
9.
exciting advances. For one thing,
I've never
you
played
can
Stardew
write
Valley,
letters
Adolfino,
to
but it
other
looks
players
extremely
and
interesting.
attach pictures to them. You can send
I
them
mean, it's pretty much
not
Harvest
just to
Moon, isn't
other
it?
towns, but to
With
the Wii
dungeon
message board,
crawling.
or to friends' cell phones and personal computers. But the biggest news is a special new microphone option called Wii Speak. It's not a
Oh, I
single headset,
remember.
a community microphone that lets every person in a room talk with another room for players anywhere in the world.
Can we please hear that again? How happy he was. Okay, what is We Speak again?
The towns, but to the Wii message board, or to friends' cell phones and personal computers. But the biggest news is a special new microphone option called Wii Speak. It's not a singular headset, but a community microphone that lets every person in a room talk with another room for players anywhere in the world.
Oh my god, it's not a singular headset. It is a community microphone.
Hey guys. Hello. Hey guys, what's up?
For example,
Oh
for today's main event, we are
god.
having a fishing contest.
You guys are in major trouble.
You can catch different fish depending on the season.
Oh man, I'm out of practice.
Look at this, this is the...
I didn't know you were practicing.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh boy.
Goodbye. Waiting. Waiting. Got it.
Oh, that one's mine.
このゲームで好きな側面なんですけど、
you can really get a sense of
By the way, is
personality
Nintendo still
of the
planning
player.
to make all community and
For
communication
example,
features
when you
over
go
cell
to
phones with
someone's
the
town,
Nintendo
you can
Switch?
see how they
I mean, how freaking
decorate their
retarded is
room.
that? I'm sorry,
Or
but
if it is
how freaking
neat
retarded
or
is that?
messy.
Oh, you know, if you want to use our console 100%, you
It's
need to have a
also fun
second
to see how
device.
they have set up their town,
Yeah, that's
because
a good
it
idea.
tells you what kind of person they are, and I think that's really fun.
Oh, I want to communicate with my friends. Oh shit, I forgot to
It
charge
makes
up
me
my
happy to
phone.
hear stories of people who are able to talk with their friends, or even able to make new ones.
By the way, you were able to use WeSpeak for like multiplayer games too, like Call of Duty and
Looking
stuff
ahead,
like that.
I want players to continue.
Maybe
to
they
be
show
able
Call
to
of
have
Duty
the
4
freedom
Reflex
to create
Edition.
their own
I think that one
worlds.
came out in 2008.
To be able to
Call of Duty 4 for
communicate
Wii.
with others
Many
in a
people don't know
variety
that there is a
of
Call
ways,
of Duty 4 for Wii.
and to share the world they have created, and to have a place where the players can connect with each other.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Animal Crossing City Folk, their big plug for 2008.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and Chief Operating Officer for Nintendo of America, Reggie Fils-Aimé.
If this dude is gonna fucking tell us now more about sales figures, I'm
morning.
gonna jump out of my window.
When I last talked to you from an E3 stage, I closed by saying that we at Nintendo were pleased, but not close to being satisfied.
Oh, please no.
With Animal Crossing on its way to Wii by the end of this year, complete with the Wii Speak option, of course we're pleased. And in a larger sense, we're even more pleased with our marketplace momentum.
Oh no.
After all, in May,
Oh.
according to the NPD data,
Oh.
lifetime sales in the U.S. for Wii hardware reached 10 million systems. DS
Unbelievable.
surpassed 20 million. And the sales of these two game devices alone now combine to represent more than $5 billion at retail. just in the US.
Unbelievable.
But despite all this, we're no closer to being satisfied. That's because there are still tens of millions of people around the world
That's
ready
true.
to get into the game that we all love. And at the same time, there are millions of us veteran gamers hungry for what's next.
Me.
At Nintendo, we want to fill both those needs.
Okay, okay.
Let me begin with a little marketplace perspective, and I promise I'll keep this short.
He knows already that no one wants to see
Here are
it.
lifetime global
Ugh.
hardware unit sales for the last iteration of each major platform.
I mean, how stupid is that? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you know, like at this point, the DS was out for like almost 4 years already. The DS came out end of 2004, and this is mid 2008. Of course, the DS sold more than a 360 and a PS3, because the goddamn PS3 was out since only a year. Or a little bit longer than a year, and the fucking PS3 costs like 3 times the fucking price of a goddamn DS.
The biggest bar belongs to Nintendo DS. By the end of our current fiscal year, next March, we expect that
Yeah.
total DS worldwide sales will grow to almost 100 million systems.
Yes, and you actually did it. Good job.
Focusing on DS here in America, annual sales
Oh,
have ramped up each year. Now, some people still cling to previous expectations for product cycles, and consequently thought that 2007
The DS is a great
would be
console,
the
don't get
peak
me wrong,
year
I love
for
my DS. Awesome games.
However,
9 Hours, 9
it
Persons,
still
9 Doors
represents
was actually
better
debuting
than
on
2
DS.
out of every
So
3
many other awesome
handhelds
games on
sold
it.
here in America.
There's at least 50 games that I
And
love
so
on Nintendo
far,
DS.
in 2008,
Again, I'm not
DS
hating
sales here in the U.S. are
An
running
awesome
another
system.
12% ahead
Especially
of
the
last
DS
year's
that has
record.
backwards compatibility. The DS
Hardware
Lite
sales are
and the one
always
before with
driven
DSi, they
by
got rid
key
of that.
software franchises. And this spring, that key franchise was Pokemon.
I mean, they are awesome.
Sales
I
of
love
the
Nintendo. Don't
companion
get me wrong here.
Mystery Dungeon series sold through more than 600,000 copies in just 6 weeks. This grows lifetime total sales for all Pokemon titles to 180 million.
Unbelievable, Reggie.
The arrival of games like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games have pushed total DS software sales in America 29% ahead of last year. Now, later this week, we believe the June NPD data may show that the back and forth battle between Wii and DS as America's best-selling game system may have shifted for the moment back to DS. In no small part, it's due to those evergreen titles Mr. Iwata mentioned. We began running a TV campaign in May targeting females, featuring celebrity endorsements. Within weeks, unit sales for titles like the Brain Age games, Nintendogs, Super Mario Brothers at least doubled. To repeat, there seems to be an unlimited number of people out there just looking for a way to get into our game. For Wii,
Adolfino is saying, and
sales
yet you never
trajectory
managed
is
to make a
climbing
full-fledged console
even
Pokemon
steeper.
game. Adolfino, I think they never wanted
This
to make a
chart
full-fledged
shows
console
comparative
Pokemon game.
system sales.
They want to keep it
The blue bars
portable.
represent the first 12 months in the
I
market.
don't think they didn't do it because
and
they
the yellow
can't.
bars
I think they
represent
just don't
sales
want.
from year 1 through month 19. It's here, beyond the realm
It's
of the
kinda like
early
with Monster
adopters,
Hunter.
where we demonstrates how its historic sales pace is
They
actually
want to keep these games portable.
increasing. When those June NPD numbers are released on Thursday, we will not be surprised if Wii becomes the best-selling console in this generation in America, just as it already has on a worldwide basis.
By the way, we are half an hour in.
Now,
We
you
saw
all
one
know
game.
about the popularity of Wii hardware, but perhaps not as widely appreciated
Oh,
is the
man.
story for Wii software. It's exactly the same. Again, no system has ever sold more games during its first 19 months of availability. And again, the sales advantage after year 1 continues to grow. It's no secret that Nintendo internally approached game development for Wii on 2 different fronts. On one hand, we made sure we leveraged our well-known stable of stars early in the generation to satisfy and reassure veteran gamers. But at the same time, we also created new titles, beginning with Wii Sports and continuing with Wii Fit, that made even confirmed non-gamers stand up and take notice.
Can you show
But now
games?
a new dynamic is emerging. Having passed a year and a half in the market,
I'm not sure if they show
our
Metroid Other
creative
M on this one.
Third-party partners are finding success with Wii.
They could show
To
it
date,
on the
19
2008
different
one. No, it
third-party
was
games
2009, I think.
On Wii have exceeded sales of 400,000 units in America alone.
Unbelievable.
And those titles come from 11 different publishers.
Unbelievable.
The wonderful thing about this trend is that there are almost as
It's kind
many
of
strategies on-
fun to see how many publishers are not in business anymore. Pretty much, Midway not in business anymore. LucasArts not in business anymore. Konami, well, they're kind of still in business, but not really anymore. I don't know, Disney Interactive Studios. I don't really think that they actually still do some stuff too. So you can kind of say they're not in business anymore too.
how to attack
But hey.
Wii development, as there are different developers and publishers making those decisions. For example, you might ask if this is the platform that will be dominated by new kinds of casual games,
Yes, it is.
or is this the place to use the unique forms of Wii interface
Oh, can you
to
please show
freshen up
something?
even the most legendary IP?
Oh boy.
Or is this the ideal spot for new franchises with obvious core appeal?
You
that
mean like
set new
Second Wiki
standards
that
for
never
a
got a
genre?
sequel? that I'm still mad about?
Well, the correct answer is all of the above. The Wii library continues to grow far faster than other current consoles. And there'll be dozens and dozens of new titles.
Of course it grows faster than all the other consoles, because the freaking game development costs for a Wii game is like only a quarter of a fucking PS3 and a 360 game. What means, yes, the Wii is getting more freaking games and more fucking shovelware.
Titles arriving in the coming months. The truth is, there's no way today we can give you even a quick glimpse of everything that's on its way. So instead, we've chosen...
Yeah, that's because you're fucking talking 10 minutes about shitty sales figures instead of showing games.
...chosen to limit our preview to just 3 new games that take very different approaches to the interface options available on Wii.
Give you Mario Land Shake
Take
It.
a look.
If you don't give you Mario Land Shake It, I'm so gonna be mad. You fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. Oh boy.
Skywalker is the Republic's only hope.
Me too, Speedster. Me too. By the way, that game was absolutely terrible.
This is where the fun begins.
Like the fucking Star Wars Kinect game was better. Oh boy! Okay, the third one will be Wario Land Shake It. Yes, Adolfino, I kinda want to have every freaking Microsoft conference on my YouTube channel. Obviously not everything. I mean, not all of it in the next 2 weeks or something like that. Maybe I'm gonna do some alone. We will see. Okay, come on, Wario Land Shake It. Oh man. Call of Duty 1 and 1, a definitive version to play. Oh man, like, look at this video. Look at the woman, how happy she is that her fucking Black Dick Johnson boyfriend is burning people alive. Look at the woman. Look at her. Look at her. Are you kidding me? Yes, burn these bitches. Are you freaking kidding me? They're not showing Wario Land Shake It on this conference? Or Mega Man 8+1? Or I don't know. Something. By the way, we're soon at the... Oh no.
As you can see, Wii creativity is mushrooming. But that's only half of our software story here at E3. What we've just seen are games that reside in your living room. But what about the games that travel with you? Every year, portable games get a bigger bite of the total software pie. What's driving this growth are new players. Who are they? Well, here's a...
Of course, portable games are selling more units and stuff like that because these games are cheaper. Don't freaking compare portable with console. It's not making sense. Sorry.
giant clue. In 2005, 30% of all DS recipients were female. Now, recipients are defined as those who either bought a DS for themselves or asked for and received one as a gift. By 2006, the percentage of female players jumped to 46%. And last year, it almost reached exact parity with males. The DS appeal is universal. And that appeal is apparent with our third-party hits as well. Activision reports
What is wrong
that
with
the
her
current
fucking
DS
face?
version of Guitar Hero on Tour sold 300.
By the way, to be fair, Guitar Hero on Tour for DS was fucking awesome. Like you got a freaking like it was really good. It was a really good game because you didn't get a guitar with it, but you got like an adapter thingy that you put into the GBA slot of your DS, and it pretty much gave you the buttons to press like with the guitar. The problem is that Guitar Hero on Tour got completely unplayable when the DS Lite was pretty much getting replaced by the DSi, because the DSi did not have a freaking GBA slot anymore, what means Guitar Hero on Tour is not playable on anything besides a standard DS or a DS Lite. But the game was pretty good for a handheld game. Obviously the sound quality was fucking garbage because it had fucking Nintendo DS sound quality, but Guitar Hero on Tour gets a thumbs up from me.
100,000 copies in America in just its first week. And now, an even more imaginative interpretation of the franchise.
Oh yes,
called
Speedster is actually saying it. It sadly only had 4 buttons instead of 5. But yeah, they could have not made 5 buttons. It would have been too much. It would have not been possible to do it with 5 buttons because, like with a guitar controller, you are able to slide your hand and use the buttons. You kind of strapped yourself into that thing, and you were not able to slide your fingers. That's the reason they decided to only make 4 buttons. What in that case makes totally sense.
On Tour Decades is on the way.
But it was a good
The
game.
DS is also the only gaming dedicated platform where you'll find Will Wright's Spore this year.
Yeah, because we want to play
We think
Spore.
both of these titles deserve a closer look.
No, don't show Spore for DS, please. Oh, you actually see it here now. Can you show a little bit about... No,
So
don't
this
show...
fall, we're going to be bringing Guitar Hero on Tour Decades.
Show how it
and
works.
With it, brand new innovation to the platform. For the first time, players will be able to song share between
No,
versions
show
of the game.
how it works
Song
with the
sharing
buttons.
is a feature that allows me to take my version of Guitar Hero on tour and meet up with a friend or a relative who has a different version of Guitar Hero on tour, like Guitar Hero on Tour Decades, and we can share our songs with each other.
The innovation of the guitar grip
Yeah, it is.
really allowed us to bring a tactile experience coupled with the touchscreen mechanics of strumming with a pick stylus.
But additionally, the
But
DS
again,
has
this is
microphone,
not playable
dual
on a
screen,
DSi
its
because
portable
it doesn't
nature.
have a
All
GBA
of these
slot.
aspects add to the unique experience that you get on the Nintendo DS.
Who remembers Spore? How hyped up that goddamn game was.
It's all about sort of evolving your creature.
By the way,
in
rip
this
Maxis.
world that you live on. Now, with the Nintendo version of the game, it is a unique and different design. We focus more on the creature game for the Nintendo DS. One of the things that was important to us when we designed the game for the Nintendo DS was to really hit on those core elements that are really about Spore, which is player creativity.
Wait, was Spore
and that sharing.
2008?
With the Nintendo DS,
Yes,
not only
it
were we
was.
able
Holy
to sort of
shit.
take advantage of the stylus, so we could create this creature creator that's so easy and intuitive to use. You just drag parts from the parts panel over onto your creature and add to it. The other thing about Spore that on the PC that we moved over to the DS was the ability to share your creations. When you share your creatures with your friends, those creatures not only
I remember
appear in your
all
suit,
these
but they
stick
can also show
creatures
up in
that
the
got
game.
created.
You can decide to befriend them with your own creature. So you can kind of get your own little posse going with your friends' creatures, and it can really help you out in gameplay. The DS is really attractive for game designers and game makers because it gave the opportunity to open up and sort of say, hey, we can design
Okay,
a
I
little
need
bit
to stop this. You need to think about this here for a second. What is Nintendo standing for? Mario, Zelda, all these freaking first-party IPs. And on these freaking conferences, they show nothing of it. It is absolutely crazy. They show absolutely nothing of it. Okay, to be fair, we saw some Mario and some Zelda on the last conference, but like 1 minute of footage. And here we see like a fucking bitch talking 5 minutes about the goddamn DS version of Spore.
Differently, this
I
audience is
apologize.
really
She's a
responding to it.
bitch that gets my penis, I guess.
Now, in addition to these great exclusives, I can add one more piece of launch news. The next invasion of Pokemon. The highly
Yay!
anticipated Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia will offload onto U.S. shores on November
What is
the
that?
10th. To recap, another new Guitar Hero coming to DS.
Where you're recapping already.
Custom Spore coming to DS. And new Pokemon 2. And make no mistake, the appeal of DS extends to the core as well.
Can you show Professor Layton,
We can announce today
Phoenix
that
Wright,
a custom version
all the good
of
DS
Grand
games?
Theft Auto called Chinatown Wars
Yes!
arrives on DS this winter.
By the way, play the PSP version, it's better.
Set in a modern-day Liberty City, the game features a custom game engine, new characters, and the same free-ranging gameplay that GTA fans have come to expect.
It was a DS exclusive and then it came
For
out on
some
PSP.
time now, Nintendo and our third-party partners have been
I
using
think.
the DS to redefine the meaning of video game. And that spirit of invention and reinvention now also applies to the DS itself. Here's what I mean. Now, I'm one of the many people, probably like all you guys, who spend way too much time in airports. And much of that time is already spent on my DS. Currently, I'm playing Animal Crossing. So, what if DS and air travel came together in a different way?
Oh, God.
For example, when I land, why can't my DS provide information on where I can claim my luggage or the gate for my connecting flight? If I'm staying over, what about the nearest ATM or a Mexican restaurant? This is all being tested.
Well, you have to be fair, iPhone and
about
smartphones
changing
were
up
not
your
that
next
big of a
visit to the
thing
old ballpark?
during that time.
Well, at Safeco Field in
So,
Seattle, fans are
I don't want to
already
make so
using
much
their
fun
DS
of this.
to check
The
box
iPhone
scores
was
of
out
other
since
live
a
games.
year at that point.
Watch highlights. Compete
So
on
this was
trivia
pretty much
contests
the
with other
birth of,
fans
you
in the
know,
park.
smartphones.
They're even
So
using the DS
I can
touchscreen
kinda
to
understand
order up that Seattle sushi favorite,
why they tried
the
this.
Ichiro.
But obviously it
Seriously,
got
they
completely
really have that
replaced
stuff in Seattle.
by smartphones.
Now, speaking of food, one more idea. Could it be that the DS could even earn a spot in your kitchen? Well, for some time now, in Japan, Cooking Navi has turned the DS into an electronic cookbook. And the same title will serve up both international recipes and cooking tips when an English version arrives here in November. The perfect timing for people like me looking for help with their holiday dinners. Trust me, I'm even worse at cooking than I am at snowboarding. Now, in many ways, the DS may be transforming it.
We could show something from the new Professor Layton. We could show something from a Phoenix Wright. I don't know, we could show Metroid Pinball, or I don't know, like all these awesome games that are on the fucking DS, you know? It's the fucking E3 conference that we have once a year. You know, we could show all these awesome games. But no, we're gonna freaking talk about cooking... cookbook bullshit.
Itself from a great portable device for gamers into a natural companion for everyone.
Unbelievable.
Reggie?
Unfucking-believable.
Tammy just talked about looking at something very familiar, the Nintendo DS, with a fresh set of eyes. Let me build on that idea, literally.
How did Nintendo
We
not
all
go
know
out of
what
business?
this is.
Well, they had the casuals.
And as you may have heard, we're about to redefine the Wii Remote thanks to this.
Oh no, Wii Motion Plus. You mean finally now with that extra thing that you have to buy on strap-on on your Wiimote, you finally get that what you false advertised with the Wii already. So pretty much the advertisement with the Wii was that the Wiimote is 100% behaving, that the movements that you do in your games is 100% like your movements that you do in real life. That was the whole plug of the Nintendo Wii. Of course, they didn't go through with it, and it was just shitty. Oh, I'm gonna fucking move the Wii, and it's just fucking like pressing a goddamn button. You know, the action is getting made. And now they're gonna fucking introduce Wii Motion Plus. Finally, the promise that we did to you 3 years ago, we can finally accomplish by making you buy an additional $20 device. Good job, Nintendo. I completely forgot that 2008 was Wii Motion Plus. Have fun, guys. This will be awesome. What means they're probably gonna talk about Wii Sports Resort. I'm calling it.
What this small accessory does is make the Wii Remote more precise, more responsive, more intense.
You mean that what you promised?
It's called Wii Motion Plus. Wii Motion Plus renders every slight shift of your wrist or arm into the gameplay.
You mean that what you...
But as every game player knows, technical advances can be empty promises without outstanding software. So today, we're going to show you how this worthy successor to the Wii Remote comes to life using a worthy successor.
Wii Sports Resort is pretty good.
Let me introduce you to Wii Sports Resort.
It's a good upgrade
which is literally a day
of
at the
the first one.
It generates fun in the sun.
The
with a
problem is I
variety
think
of
they're only
activities,
showing Frisbee
and we're going
here
to
now.
show you 3 of them right now on stage.
Okay.
While I have Cammie come out here along with Bill Trinan from our Treehouse group to explain the action, I can tell you that there will be 1 Wii Motion Plus accessory and extended jacket packaged with every Wii Sports Resort. And of course, others will be available separately. So Cammie, what have you got?
Unbelievable.
Okay, Reggie, I have got probably the cutest game that you have ever seen. Meet my little puppy here, Peach, and we are going to play Disc Dog together.
Before you do anything, Cammie, I think what we need to do is let everybody understand here what Wii Motion Plus is all about. Now, if you guys are anything like me, you probably remember the very first time you got your hands on the Wii Remote, and that, for me, was a magical moment. And I want you all to prepare yourselves to experience that same thrill again here at E3 this year. Now, you'll notice that
No, for most of the people it was a disappointment because the stuff that you advertised, that in Zelda, for example, you know, the movement of your hand is exactly doing the movement in the game. Like, everyone fucking noticed, wait, I could just fucking play Twilight Princess with a button, and you know what? You can play it with a button, because the game came out on fucking GameCube. The whole freaking promises that you did, that if you fucking, you know, move your Wiimote, like pretty much, they fucking advertised everything already, like Zelda Twilight Princess. In the early stages, they advertised it as Zelda Skyward Sword was. Like, the disappointment of people that the Wiimote is just a fucking shitty... I mean, it's a gimmick anyway, even with Wii Motion Plus, that it's so not accurate at all, you know? And that they sell this fucking Wii Motion Plus upgrade as something that is revolutionary is a freaking joke, because they promised that with the fucking release of the Wii already. And now they're gonna make you buy the freaking upgrade. Unbelievable.
as Cammie is subtly rotating her wrist,
oh
that
man,
precise action is being reflected on screen.
unbelievable.
At the exact angles that she is
That
moving.
stuff that
And
you
as she
fucking
moves her
advertised
hand in
on
front of her in
release
space,
already.
It knows exactly where her hand is. That's what Wii Motion Plus does. Okay, Cammy. You don't even have to press
If
a
we
button.
go through older E3
Swing
Nintendo
your arm and throw
conferences,
the
you will
disc.
see that
Okay,
they
Peach, you
advertise
ready?
We'll see how your
exactly
Okay, let's
this.
go, girl. Let me do a little, line it up. I was never very good at this, and, up.
Good job, lady. You had one job.
Oh, go! Oh, no! Oh, okay.
Now remember, Cammy, you want to
See,
pay
it's so
attention to that
precise
tilt when
that
you're
it's
throwing.
picking up my bad wrist action.
Ugh.
Okay, let's try this again.
Is that the good
Okay.
wrist or the broken wrist?
Well, it's... Unfortunately, it was the good one. Oh, go, girl, go! Yes!
Very nice.
Yes!
Oh, Reggie, you gotta admit, is that the most adorable game you've ever seen?
You know,
Oh,
it's kind of cute.
boy.
It's kind of okay, but I want to show the group something that's a little bit more my speed. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this.
My most favorite discipline in this game was, I think, marathon. I think you were able to run a
You
marathon.
really like that throttle, don't you, Reggie?
This is... Remember how they said at the beginning of the conference that they show something for everyone? For veteran players and for casuals.
Don't miss one.
I think Call of Duty was the one for veteran players.
Oh, back on the course.
Watch out for the roller. Well, I guess you're right, Reggie. That really is more your speed.
You know, guys like power stuff, you know?
Oh, you guys, I like the puppy.
Come on. I think the crowd is going to like being on a you know, power cruiser a lot more than throwing discs to a
You
dog.
guys are all the same.
Well,
What
obviously,
the
we've got a
hell
little
is
studio
going
that I think
on?
needs some settling. And I think there's no better way to do that than with little old-fashioned sword dueling. What do you say?
Let's go for it.
Bring
Yes.
it on. Bring it on.
I'll show you what you'll be doing, okay?
Oh boy.
Let me get started here. Now you hold the Wii remote with both hands, right? Of course, you can chop
Oh
vertically.
boy.
Okay. You can chop horizontally.
You mean
can
all
chop
that
it
that you promised
any
with the
angle you
original Wiimotes?
And in fact, you can block.
Didn't we have that already with
And all
Red
that is reflected in
Steel?
real time. And if you're really good, you can sharpen the pencil as well.
Good job.
Okay?
This looks more my speed
I
too,
am
I
so
think.
ready. How often do you get to do this with your boss? No, wait a minute. Okay.
You're
I
gonna
gotta get
switch.
ready.
There you go.
Give me a minute.
You ready, Cammy?
By the way,
I
if
am
you think
so
there's
ready.
something good coming after that,
Now let's see
the
who the
most
true master
cringeworthy
is.
Nintendo moment of all time is coming. I mean it. I think this is probably... Look at this, it's arms! This is arms! Only
That was too quick.
That's
in
why they call
worse.
me the Reginator.
Oh. Now, if I just had both wrists working,
You want to go again?
let's go again.
You want a little more?
Bring it on, baby.
This is the frigging worst.
Woo!
Oh, boy.
Well, it looks like with one match each, we've got a bit of a draw, so we're going to have to let everybody decide which one they prefer on the show floor.
All right.
We may have
Oh,
just the
yes,
birth of the
Counter
Caminator.
White.
I don't know.
I think it is, if I'm not completely mistaken.
You know,
It
what
was
we've shown you
2008.
today is just a small taste of Wii Sports Resort. If you stop to consider a summer vacation, other activities come to mind, and several of them will appear in Wii Sports Resort. But Wii Motion Plus represents a much broader opportunity. It's clear that many developers specializing in virtually every
You know,
game genre
okay, I need to stop again.
are
I need to stop again here. Like, I'm not understanding it, okay? Like in the year 2007 and 2008, Nintendo and third parties for Wii brought out good games, you know? Like, it's not like that there's only shit on Wii. Yeah, to be fair, there's like 9, like if you look at the Wii library, let's say you have the whole Wii library in your possession. and you close your eyes and you pick out a game without seeing anything, the chance that you get a goddamn turd is way higher than on PS3 and Xbox 360. But there are good games out, and over the course of the whole Wii cycle, from 2006 till 2000, let's say 12, there were some good games, okay? But they're not showing them on the most important press conference of the year. This is so ridiculous. It is so freaking ridiculous.
Right now contemplating how to use Wii Motion Plus to further drive player immersion.
Show fucking Professor Layton,
Obviously, that
show
won't happen
Phoenix
instantly.
Wright, show
But
Wario
when the
Shake
world's
It.
best game creators have the chance to work for a while with this new standard in one-to-one motion control, they'll certainly take you deeper than ever before. We began our presentation today with a single
Oh
image in
man, we're
mind.
going to view music.
Smiling faces. And we believe there'll
Be
be
ready,
a lot
guys.
more of them when Wii Sports Resort launches globally next spring. But before we finish today,
Oh, man.
we want to introduce you to one more experience available this holiday.
I hope you guys
that
are
you'll
ready.
all be able to play with your current Wii remotes. It's safe to say it will generate a lot of smiles, new smiles, in a whole new way.
I hope you're so fucking ready, guys. Like, I remember how everyone was hyped here, even I was hyped. At this point, you were like, let's be honest here, I think this one you were able to watch live already, I'm not sure. But I remember, like, you know, you went through this shit conference. And then this music starts, you know, some pretty, like, look at it, hear this music.
Smiles.
That sounds
new smiles
serious.
in a whole new way.
Here. Like, you fucking put this out. You freaking put this kind of sound out when you have something like, people were expecting something. Oh man, now they're gonna fucking steal the show. They're gonna do an E3 2004 thing where they're gonna reveal something awesome. The best shit is gonna get revealed. Yeah. By the way, it's getting better. Just wait until the whole posse is on stage. Just wait until the whole posse is on stage.
Please welcome gaming legend Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Watching it now. Again. This is opening scars that were closed. By the way, the posse is not done. Like, if you think this is everything, this conference is going for 30 more minutes, guys.
Hello.
I think
This
you can
year,
play about
I'd like
40
to introduce
instruments.
you to Wii Music. Please.
This is
このゲームはね、Wii の企画を最初立ち上げたときに、
This is
Wii
unbelievable.
スポーツ、それから Wii Play、Wii Fit と同時に計画したソフトですね。
This game is one of the titles that we began designing alongside We Play.
And then Nintendo wonders why no one bought the Wii. Oh shit! Why no one bought the Wii U? Like, yeah, and they were surprised that the Wii U was such a fail after they freaking shit on their fucking audience for 4 years.
Wii Sports and Wii Fit when we were first finalizing our plans for Wii.
でリビングでこう家族みんなが年の差も性別も
Like, how
関係
out
な
of
く
touch
遊ぶ
can
に
you
はやっぱり
be?
音楽は欠かせないと思うんですね。
Because if you want something that
By the
everyone
way,
in the
that
family
game
can
didn't
enjoy
even sell
together in
with
the
the
living room,
casuals.
regardless of age or gender,
That game was even
music
for the
is a must.
casuals too
で Wii
much.
Music は過去にあるこう一般的な音楽ゲームとは全然違った遊びです。
But Wii Music is a slightly different play experience than you've seen with past music games.
で音楽ゲームは普通はこう画面に出てくる、
You don't
形
need
や
any
記号にね
instruments.
合わせてこうボタンを押してそれで、
I mean, that's
評
cool.
価をしてもらうゲームが多いんですけども。
Now, most music games typically require you to press buttons with precise timing, matching symbols on screen to,
Yeah,
to
because
earn points
that's
and compete for the strongest performance.
How
Wii
music
Music では
games
こう
work,
楽器を弾け
rhythm
ない人と
games.
か楽譜が読めない人が、音楽を演奏する
You know,
楽
we're
しさ
gonna
をね
take
味わっても
everything
らえるよう
out
に作り
that
ました
what makes a good
But
music
we've
or
designed
rhythm
Wii
game and rhythm
Music to
game.
allow everyone, including people who can't read music and people who can't play real instruments, to experience the joy of performing music.
でこう曲を演奏するのにね、あなたはこう、一生懸命こうガイドを追いかける必要がないんですね。
Miyamoto, how deep have you
Now, there's
fallen?
no need to closely
Like, let's
follow
be
the
honest
musical
here.
notes or rhythm
When was
guides
the
when you
last
play
game
the
that
song.
Miyamoto
自分がこう音を
actually
鳴らしたいタイミングで
was
こう
really working on and
その
was
楽器
good?
に合わせた身振りをする。それだけで Wii の方が
Was
勝
it
手に
Mario
正しい音を鳴らし
64?
てくれます。
All that you have to do is hold the Wii remote and move your hands and your body like you would when playing a real instrument. And the Wii detects that
I know,
and
I'm
plays a
pretty
note
bitter
for you
right
that
now.
matches the song.
でさっきの私の演奏もそうなんです
This
け
did
ど、僕は
this dude
ギター
did
は
a
弾
lot
くん
for
ですけどね
gaming.。
サックスは全く吹けません。
And that's how I was just performing for you. I can play guitar, but I cannot play the sax at all.
でこう僕がしていたのはこう Wii リモートをこう構えてサックスを吹いてる気分でこうボタンを好きなリズムで押してたわけですね。
So I was just holding the Wii remote, pretending like I was playing the sax, and pressing the buttons with a timing of my preference.
で僕はどの音を吹こうかとかね、間違ったらどうしようかとかそういうことを全然心配せずに音楽を楽しみました。
So in this way, I don't have to worry about what do I do if I play the wrong note or if I make a mistake.
さっきこう F0 をイメージしてたんですね。
Can you play the Song
For
of
those of you who
Time,
are familiar,
please?
this song might sound a little bit familiar. It's from an F-Zero game.
でこのソフトではね、
Wait,
この
what?
サックスだけじゃなくて50
Okay,
種類を超え
wait,
る
we need to hear
い
it
ろんな
again.
楽器がその楽器に合わせて
For those of you who are familiar, this what do I do if I play the wrong note or if I make a mistake?
さっきこう F0 をイメージしてたんですね。
For those of you who are familiar, this song might sound a little bit familiar. It's from an F-Zero game.
What are you
でこのソ
talking
フトでは
about?
ね、このサックスだけじゃなくて50種類を超えるいろんな楽器がその楽器に合わせたキーで弾けることができるんですね。
In Wii Music, you're going to be able to play over 50 different instruments just by moving your body.
ピアノです。
So, for example, the piano.
That's not how piano works. This is the worst.
Just like that.
バイオリンはねちょっと怒ってるんですよ。
And the violin is a slightly more unique instrument. You hold the strings with your left hand and press the buttons to sound
This is
it.
so the worst.
And the bigness of the motion of your
This is
right
the
hand
freaking worst.
adjusts the volume of those notes.
God.
こうですね。
Just like this.
I don't know what to say about this.
ねギターはこんな感じです。
Of course, guitar, you play like you would a real guitar.
Boy.
ミュートですね。
You can pluck
フラット息
and strum.
こんな感じです。それから、パーカッションもあります。
There's a variety of percussion instruments as
和太
well.
鼓。
Taiko drums. By the way,
まあ
pay
こん
attention
なね
to when he stopped and look at the background. Why is it still doing it?
まあこんなねそれからさっき後ろでドラムを捉えてくれたのはプロのドラマーのラビさんなんですけど、ね、
And of course, behind me here, we have a professional drummer who's been performing for us this morning. His name is Ravi Drums.
Hey, Robbie.
で彼が今使ってるのはWeFit のバランスウィボードを使ったね、ドラムのフットペダルのついたフルセットです。シミュレーターです。
What he's playing is a separate mode that uses the Wii balance board to activate the drum pedals, creating a complete drum simulator.
レッスンがついてるのでね、本当に誰でも数週間でドラムが叩けるようになるという。
And this mode also includes lessons, which means that anybody, even you, can learn to play the drums in just a few weeks.
ダビさん昨日練習しただけでも随分と快適に弾きこなしてますけどね。
Yeah, because it's not important that you feel. Oh God, there's so much wrong with this. There's so much wrong with this. Oh man. Yeah, you can learn playing real drums by hitting air.
I started practicing just yesterday, and as you can see, he's already gotten quite good.
さて、覚えておられる方もあると思いますけれども、2年前に僕はオーケストラの指揮をしました。
By the way, I
So
think the
some
game
here in
was
the
only
audience this
40
morning
bucks.
remember, but 2 years ago on this stage, I conducted an orchestra.
Yes, I remember.
インターネットでは下手やとか言われたんですけどね。
Many of you on the internet said I was pretty bad.
でこのオ
Yeah,
ーケ
the
ストラの
internet
ゲー
is
ムも
full
ね、
of
その他に
haters.
ハンドベルのゲームとか、それから音を当てるゲームとか、いろんなゲームと一緒にこの Wii ミュージックの中に入っています。
So we've included in Wii Music both this orchestra game and some other modes, like a handbell choir and some note matching games as well.
それからさっき演奏を評価するゲームじゃないって言ったんですけども、逆にミュージックビデオが作れるんですね。
And while I said earlier, Wii Music isn't a game that's going to evaluate your performance, what it will do is record videos of your performances.
でこのモードではなんか一人で何役もこなした自分のミュージックビデオを作ることもできます。
And in fact, one player can play and record each individual part in a song and create their own unique music video.
じゃあそれでね
And you know what? If the
みん
Wii
な
would
で
have
今日
proper
は演奏してみ
online
たいと思うんですけど
functionality,
ね
you could share these music
But since we
videos.
have
But
everyone here this
unfortunately, we
morning,
are
I
not at
thought it
this
might be
point
nice
yet.
if we played a song for you.
6人の編成バンドなんですけど、4人で演奏ができます。
Now, the bands have 6 different parts, but you play with up to 4 players simultaneously.
それから今日は特別にダビーさんのドラムも入ってもらいましょ
And for our special presentation this
Oh,
morning,
boy.
Ravi will join us on the drums.
Just wait. Okay, like, have fun, guys. Have
Joining in the
freaking
band will
fun.
be Nintendo of America's Vice President of Corporate Affairs.
That will be
Mr.
so
Denise
good
Hager,
now.
on the marimba.
Just wait for it.
Along with our all-star treehouse horn section.
The finale, ladies and gentlemen, is coming. Just wait for this finale. Just freaking wait for this finale. This is gonna be the best.
う。あ、僕は何にしようかな。僕はカウ
This
ル
is gonna be the
Looks
freaking
like all that's left
best.
for me is the cowbell.
じゃあ行きますね。
This is the freaking best now.
All right. Bring the house down, guys.
This is. I mean, back in 2008, this was. Oh my god, this is. I just. Why is this company still in business? Can anyone please explain me this? This is. This is the worst shit of all time. I just... What are they thinking? This has absolutely nothing to do with... I don't know what to say. Oh, boy.
What we've tried to do today, as Mr. Iwata said, is to look forward to a place where gamers are more engaged, more enriched, and even more enthused in their experiences.
Consider the possibilities. Snowboarding on the Wii balance board, yes, without injuring yourself. Using Wii Speak to talk live worldwide with friends as they arrive electronically in your Animal Crossing. Even using the new Wii Motion Plus.
Hey, we're Nintendo. We invented a lot of things. We invented the analog stick, that you can have precise 3D movement. We invented the Rumble Pack, that you can feel all the fucking shaking and please yourself if you have a vagina. And you know what? It's the year 2008, and we invented for you the ability to speak with other people over the internet.
Us as a sword to help your boss feel better about himself. There's no question that games can and will engage us in new and more compelling ways. And there is only one place where high-profile games like Guitar Hero, Star Wars, Rayman, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and Spore can be found right alongside unique franchises like Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and now Wii Sports Resort and Wii Music. Nintendo simply brings more smiles.
Yeah, if I think about Call of Duty, I clearly think about Nintendo.
To more faces.
Oh,
to conclude, let's be honest. From the minute that DS launched, almost from the moment that Wii went on sale, we've all heard the same word, fad. Well, that was never a fact, even if it was a real hope for some people. I'm here today to tell you that fad is no longer operable. It's inevitable when the paradigm shifts, imitation is just around the corner. Consequently, the only way to preserve your advantage is to create new advantages. If you've positively disrupted an entertainment industry so well that both current and new consumers all say, yeah,
Wait, which current consumer, what in that case are the core people and not the casuals, did say yeah on this freaking conference?
like that, then the next challenge is to disrupt your own thinking. The fact is that Mr. Iwata and Mr. Miyamoto have built a company in perpetual pursuit of that one thing, the next advantage. Not just the evolution
Do you
in
see
look,
now what I mean?
but the revolution in
Do you
feel.
see now what I mean with the downfall of Nintendo?
You'll feel the next steps.
What is happening with the
as
sound?
Nintendo builds
Am
the
I
next advantage
deaf again?
to keep you
No.
smiling. Thanks for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you over the next few days.
Do you know now what I mean? Like, I got so many comments from so many people when I talk to them, it doesn't matter if it's over the internet or in real life, that look at me like as if I'm a fucking crazy dude when I say that the Wii was kind of like the downfall for Nintendo. Do you realize? I mean, not sales wise, but they just freaking exchange their freaking player base with people that don't care enough. Casuals don't care about your goddamn freaking console. The casuals fucking bought that thing, played Wii Sports 2 years with it, then they maybe bought Wii Fit, and then the fucking thing was in the closet. I don't want to fucking repeat myself again. We haven't fucking the Wii sold over 100 million. Let's just say it sold 100. The Wii U sold 15. A decline of 85%. Every other company, every other business, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're a fucking convenience store and you get like 1,000 people every day buying stuff at your place, all of a sudden you only have 150 people. This branch goes out of business. If you're a streamer and you have 1,000 people watching you, and all of a sudden only 150 are only watching you, that's considered a big ass fail. I don't need to fucking explain it to anyone, do I? That if you lose 85% of your player base, that you can say so much what you want, how awesome the Wii is, what the Wii did and whatever, but in the ultimate long run, you damaged yourself in such a way that you can't even fucking repair anywhere with a freaking Nintendo Switch. Is Nintendo really thinking that a Nintendo Switch is gonna sell 60 million units? With what? Yes, the Amiibo sales went up the roof. That's true. I mean, that's what you can see. There's more Amiibos coming out than games on fucking Nintendo Switch, so you can clearly see what their priorities are. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the wonderful Nintendo E3 2008 conference. And I'm thinking right now here on this live stream, I'm ending the video in a second, but I'm obviously live streaming this shit too. Should we do the trifecta? The 2009 conference is the same quality, if I remember correctly. In the 2010 conference, they finally came back to their senses and made some good games. So I'm thinking, should we get the 2009 conference out of the way? I don't know, but yeah, that was the video about the Nintendo E3 2008 press conference. And yeah, I'm gonna say it again, Nintendo didn't have a proper conference since 2003 or something like that. But yeah. The 2010 one was not too bad, and the 2011 one was the one where they freaking revealed Zelda Skyward Sword, and Miyamoto was like fucking up because the fucking motion control didn't work, and they had like bitches coming out with Nintendo 3DSs strapped to their vagina, so that probably was a good conference. But yeah, that was Nintendo E3 2008 press conference. It was a hell of a ride. I'm out.